What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Hippo Supercoach, and today we have our final team reveal. So it's been a long time coming. I'm very set on this team. The only thing that could possibly change it is if we find out Sean Darcy's going to be out longer, and I'll bring in Luke Jackson, and then I'll have to rework it. But very confident this team's going to be fine. And yeah, looking forward to the season starting because we've done all the research we can now. Now it's kind of just up to luck. D1, Nick Dacos, absolute no-brainer pick. He's going to be D1. There's not too much to say about him, to be honest. He's going to be D1. And if not, he's going to be definitely top 6, even with tag every week. D2, I have Tom Stewart. He's going to be top 6 defender, very safe, very reliable. I'm not sure about this move into the midfield, to be honest. I don't think that's going to eventuate, but even if it does, he still will score well, I think. But yeah, he's got a great role, great player. We know Tom Stewart's been so good for so many years. Harry Sheezel, I think he's going to be a top 6 as well. Huge upside. Obviously no Aaron Hall in that backline now. No Zeeble. So he should go big nearly every week. He's a general back there now. Yeah. Lots of kick-ins, hopefully. Between him, McKercher and Fisher, I think they'll chip it around quite a bit. So, yeah, really like the look of Sheezel in practice matches. And, yeah, in my opinion, he's a lock. D4, we have Hayden Young. So, this is a very stock standard defense, but I think this is going to be the best options. Or the best starting option anyway. No early buy besides Nick Dacos. But yeah, Hayden Young obviously moved into the midfield. Looks really good. Great two-way mid. Tackles a lot. And can also hurt you on the offensive end. Yeah, really good pick. Now let's filter by own percentage. D5 I have Zach Williams. And then I have, where is he? Big Bad. Blake Howes at D6. So scored 90 in the first practice match. In the first game, I should say. Lock. Plain and simple. Got a very high score in his 3-round average. And he's going to make us some money if he just steps onto the field, basically. Then I have Gibcus and Zach Reed. So hopefully those two are going to be good. Gibcus, we liked what we saw in the first round. And Zach Reed, well, hopefully he plays. Apparently injury cloud, but yeah, I think if he plays, he should have job security. We'll do the mids last because I think they're the most relevant and the most important. Everyone else's team is similar on the defense and forward line. Gawn and Grundy are my rucks with Naismith at R3. Obviously, have to have Naismith at R3. Now, Gawn and Grundy, I'm not scared off by Gawn's round 1 performance, round 0 performance. He's going to bounce back. And Grundy looked really good. So, for me, pretty easy picks. Alright, now let's go to Sam Flanders F1. Loved what I saw in round 0. He was everywhere. Yes, Richmond are pretty mediocre midfield. That's probably putting it nicely. But yeah, the role was good. That's all that mattered. And hopefully he can average close to the ton. If not, he's going to be around the 95 to 100 mark. Yeah, I think he's a good player. He just needs to get CBAs. After that, we have Big Bad Zachy Fisher. So we know his role is very, very nice. The halfback role played really well in the practice match. Yeah, I think very easy pick for me. Good buy round as well. So yeah, then we have Nat Fife playing inside mid. Now we saw a lot of handballs, which is annoying. But at the end of the day, it is Fife. Even if he does that, I think he can still at least average 80, 90. Make us plenty of money. Then we have Harley Reid at F4. Now I expect him to still average 80 plus. He's going to get a full mid role, and then if he's not in the midfield, he's on the halfback. So it seems like a pretty nice role. Yeah, I think he'll get better as the season goes as well. So Harley Reid, lock him in. Then we have Big Bad Alex Sexton. Now he was very quiet in the first half of the round 0 game, but the role is really good. That's all that mattered. He'll be fine for an 80 average, I think, or close enough to it. Based on that role, it's a very, very nice role. Now, fading James Jordan. So, look, am I a bit scared about this? Kind of, but if some of my other picks don't work out, I can always downgrade to him. But yeah, I just think James Jordan just couldn't quite fit into my team, unfortunately. So that's just how it is. You can't pick everyone. F6 we have Darcy Wilson. Then I'm currently running Cadman at F7 and Campbell. Where are you, Campbell? Is Campbell even picked? Unless I went past him. Oh my god, why is he in 0%? He's the one that played, wasn't he? That's weird, okay. Alright, that's very weird. Yeah, I think if he plays, he's in my team, he's got a good break even. Anyway, let's move on to the mids. This is where most teams are different. So, the Bond at M1, he's just a lock. We saw how good he was in the practice match. Yeah, I'm not willing to go against him. Not a chance. M2, Zach Butters. So I still think a lot of people are sleeping on him, myself included. I was sleeping on him. Came back to reality when I saw some numbers based on how he starts. Plays 7 in the first 10 at Adelaide Oval, I believe, where he averaged like 119 last year or something like that. So it's very risky to go without him. I think he's actually could be underpriced based on what he could do to start the season. Now, this pick could have easily been LDU, but I just liked what I saw from Tom Green a little bit too much, and we know how easy his first few games are. GW West are going to smack a lot of teams, and Tom Green is going to go huge in some of those games, probably all of them. He's their number one guy. He really is their number one mid. It's quite clear. Every part of his game is good for Supercoach. The only thing we don't like is those blind handballs that he does. But other than that, he's very, very good. I can see him being M1. I really do. I really can. That's the scary part if you don't pick him. Yes, he has an early buy, but look, if you don't pick him and he's M1 potential, it's very risky. He could get too expensive too quickly. And that's not something I'm willing to risk. 28% ownership. I think you almost have to pick him. But yeah, that's how I feel about Tom Green. Anyway, only going with the 3 Uber Primo mids. Then we're going to grab Nick Martin. We know how good that halfback role looks. Playing Dacos's role of last year. I think Dacos's role now is a bit different. Not as much halfback, more of inside mid. But yeah, Nick Martin playing the Dacos of 2023 role, which is very, very Supercoach friendly. And we know he likes to, really call for the ball, and like he's sprinting past people, like screaming for it. So similar to Dacos. Dacos is the same thing. So will he average the same as Dacos? Probably not. But if he gets close, it's still a massive, massive option. Yeah, I think quite confident he'll be a top 6 defender. Along with all these guys, and then you probably have to put in a Sicily. I don't think Sinclair quite makes it, but I think these 4 will, or 5. Then we have Matt Crouch. So, Matt Crouch, look, I'm not super confident on him, I'm not going to lie, but that being said, he is a beast when he's fit and firing, and he has a full mid-roll. From what we've heard in the preseason, what we've seen, he looks really good. So, look, if this pick doesn't work, we drop him to Jordan early. We could drop him somewhere else. He's the only one I'm really not too sure about in my midfield. Or in my whole team, to be honest. I feel like Flanders is even a bit more safe than him. So, yeah. Now, let's just fill it out with some rookies. McKerchis, Sanders. Then we'll grab Clark. Manor. And Matty Roberts. Who else do we need? Oh, Huswaite. Yeah, Henry Huswaite. So, put Huswaite on the field. Oh, I don't know. I don't know who I should be fielding because Roberts, I liked Roberts' game. I think I might do this. Yep. So that is the team, guys. So if we're looking at structure, we've got what, 4 premier defenders, 3 Ubers in the mid, with a couple of mid prices that I think, you know, Crouch probably not going to be a top 8 mid, but Nick Martin I expect to be a keeper. 2 Ubers or 2 primos in the ruck, and then 2 primos in the forward line, or, you know, 2 guys I think will be keepers. So let's look at the keeper count. 1, 2, 3, 4. I expect all of them to be in my final team. 5, 6, 7, 8 as well. 9, 10, 11, 12. So I expect 12 of these players to be in my final team. So I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I think that puts me and other teams in good stead. If you have between the 9 to 12 mark of keepers, probably wouldn't go any lower or any higher than that. Well, I don't think you can actually go any higher than that. It's pretty hard to do. But yeah, that is the team, guys. I'm pretty, like I said, I feel pretty confident and comfortable with it. If I compare it, let me just quickly get up my my old team, because this is like, I was actually looking at this the other day, and Supercoach round 1. So if we look at my round 1 review, let me just get it up. Alright, so this is my round 1 team. Alright, so I'm just going to hide my camera for a second so you can see. So, okay, we're going to have to full screen it. So this is my round 1 team of last year. Shit, sorry. My round 1 team of last year, and we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 keepers, and Shoes ended up being one. So similar structure, but I'm not obviously going with frauds like Wanganeen, Malera, and Lockie Ash. And watch these two go massive now. We already saw Ash go 130 in round 0, which pisses me off. Guys like McGovern, that was a bad pick. Like Ash, Wanganeen, Steele, McGovern, they really hurt me. Doherty ended up being a bad pick. So that's annoying, but I think this team is much more polished. You know, no dumb injury-prone players like your Yos, like your McGoverns. Fife, yes. Zach Williams, I guess, but everyone has to pick them. But I'm not going like Potty, whereas I went Potty with like Steele even. Not many people picked Steele for 600k last year, so yeah, that's sort of where I stand with it. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think of the team in the comments. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button if you're new. And I'll see you in the next one.